Hi guys, how you doing? We're on a little early. Gee, I wonder why. No. Actually, we were supposed to be on at 10 o'clock, but unfortunately, oh boy, did we have technical screw up. Sorry I shouted. Yes, did we have a technical screw up? But we got it fixed. And yeah, we're going to do a little monologue. It's Cherry RC, and you know what I'm going to do with it? They say you can make pancakes from Sprite. I'm going to see if you can make pancakes with Cherry RC. Plus, I got a couple little experiments I'm going to do tomorrow. First, I got to go to church. I want to show you something. First off, I got a light. I'll power this puppy up when we go into our new studio there. For right now, it's going to just sit there in a nice position. Why is it going to sit in a nice position? I don't know, but it's going to be fun, isn't it? Yes, it is. What else we got here? I got me some 91 proof alcohol, rubbing alcohol, obviously, and we're going to get rid of some bugs. I got a spray thing, a little sprayer. I'm going to spray around these things, like the recliner, the beanbag chair, and the newest member of the family. Thank you to my cousin Brenda. I will show it to you. I got an end table. Okay, let's put you right there. That's right. I got an end table. Yep. So we're moving along in a nice filtered place or pace, if you will. I've already got stuff on it, so you know it's good, don't you? Yes, you do know it's good. Okay, now then, let's uh, let's do the right thing, kids. Let's get you into ye old sportatorium, as we like to affectionately like to call this thing, the uh, the sportsplex. Very nice. I like that. Very nice. Anyway, I'm watching the Stanley Cup Finals, Game One. Florida is leading Edmonton by a score of 2-0. Oh boy, that's an embarrassment. Well, we'll get to more about that in our goals or in our sports scoreboard coming up. Yeah, it's 2-0, game two. And in the second intermission, Panthers 2, Oilers nothing. Oh man, Oilers are just out shooting not out. Panthers lead the Oilers 2-0. Let's get to it here, ladies and gentlemen, and get you sports dated. That's right. We're 3 minutes, 24 seconds in the old showgrasm here. Let's go to it. And let's tell you that, yep, the Belmont, it's all over, folks. Horse racing season, the big three, is all done. Dornoch took the victory in the 156 Belmont Stakes at Saratoga Springs on Saturday evening, was standing a late effort from both Mindframe and Sierra Leone to pull out the upset at 17-1 odds. The result means each Triple Crown race had a different winner this year. Mindframe and Sierra Leone, both among the favorites entering the race, finished respectfully second and third. Dornoch broke well from the gate, maintaining pace with Preakness Stake winner Seize the Gray down the opening straightaway through turns one and two and onto the backstretch. But while Seize the Gray was not able to sustain his pace as the race wound down, Dornoch had more than enough for a burst down the final straightaway, even as Mindframe and Sierra Leone both made their charges heading towards the finish line. Dornoch would prevail by half a length at the finish line. Dornoch's victory is the first Belmont Stakes win for West Pace's racing co-owner Jason Worth, a former Major League Baseball All-Star, as well as trainer Danny Gargan. Jockey Luis Saez, meanwhile, earned his second win at Belmont after previously winning with Essential Quality in 2021. Dornoch's win serves as major redemption for the horse coming off the Kentucky Derby, in which he was shuffled back to mid-pack and finished 10th after starting from the number one post. Today, things went much better, more to plan for everyone involved, validating the faith that both jockey and trainer had in their steed. The win for Dornoch completes the Triple Crown season, which saw three different horses win all three races for the sixth year in a row. Kentucky Derby winner Mystic Dan was never truly a factor in today's race, finishing eighth, while Seize the Grey would see its effort go to 2 for 3 on the year after winning at the Preakness, dissipate on its way to finishing seventh. Here's the payouts. Dornoch for a win, $37.40, place $17.60. That's $37.40, $17.60, and $8.10 for the show. Mindframe, place $6.80, show $4.20, and Sierra Leone for show got $42.60. And the results official: Dornoch first, Mindframe second, Sierra Leone third, Honor Marie fourth, Antiquarian fifth, Protective sixth, Seize the Grey seventh, Mystic Dan eighth, The Wine Stewart ninth, and Resilience got the last. So there you go. He got the and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver place. You know, in the credits, it was always Hugh Beaumont. Who played the mom? Oh, God, who played the mom on Leave It to Beaver? Barbara Billingsley. It was always Hugh Beaumont, Barbara Billingsley. Was it Barbara Billingsley? Yeah, Barbara Billingsley, Hugh Beaumont, Tony Dow, and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. So there you go. Okay. Now we got that. Let's talk soccer, folks, and let's talk, oh, God, the embarrassment, the demolition, the shock, the awe, the complete and utter stupidity, the senseless idiocy that occurred tonight, or actually this afternoon. The United States men's national team's Copa America preparation got underway with a 5-1 loss to Colombia on Saturday, and what's the worst defeat for the team under Greg Berhalter. After quick-fire goals from John Arias and Rafael Santobor, the United States men's national team were able to get a goal back following a good pass from Valerian Balogun to Tim Weah, but it wasn't the start of a comeback as Colombia netted an insurance goal in the 77th minute via Richard Rios. When things were already out of reach, Jorge Carrascal scored a fourth quickly, followed by Luis Sinistra with a fifth for Colombia for good measure. As the U.S. men's national team faced their toughest opposition this calendar year in 12th-ranked Colombia, it was a match that still showed that there is a lot of work to do. Wow. Now, this was a friendly. Hi there. No, you don't go anywhere. You go right over here. This was still a friendly where Berhalter is looking to learn about his team, which is shown by Christian Pulisic being withdrawn at the half for Haji Wright to manage his minutes, along with Tim Ream and Weston McKennie, both being withdrawn before the end of the match. But with Copa America kicking off on June 21st with a match against Bolivia, improvement is truly needed. And hello, Matt Nutty. There will, and quickly needed, I might add. There will be another friendly on Wednesday, but that will be against an even tougher team in Brazil as the Americans look for momentum. Now it couldn't have gotten off to a worse start for the U.S. men's national team, as an Anthony Robinson clearance fell right into the feet of Arias, who lashed a shot right at Matt Turner that was unsavable to open the scoring only 6 minutes into the match. That was bad enough, but only 13 minutes later, after losing the ball in the first phase of a corner kick, a bicycle kick from Santos Borger found the back of the net. There are two goals that, in isolation, aren't too bad, but when combined in the same half, they really put the U.S. men's national team behind the eight ball. Granted, Balogun was unlucky not to find the back of the net himself, and the U.S. men's national team attack found good pockets as Gio Reyna found ways out of tight areas, but heading into Copa America, just being good isn't going to topple a team like Colombia. These are games where the U.S. men's national team need to unlock a new gear, but it's one that they haven't shown that they have so far while playing under Berhalter. This is why they're playing games like this one against top teams in the world, but so far it hasn't told us anything that we don't already know. Colombia know their identity and that they can lean on the counterattack, but with so many rotations, the U.S. men's national team defense looked disjointed. Replacing Sergio Dest is a process, but the lack of balance in the team itself in build-up is one of the things lost without his ability on the ball. In the second half, things went from bad to worse. It did not get much better at all. With Colombia having multiple chances, push for goals by picking off defenders, Robinson rarely seemed comfortable dealing with overloads on the left, and while the U.S. men's national team attack created chances, they didn't do enough to trouble Colombia from counterattacking when they got chances to get forward. All around, while some things can be pinned on the lack of depth in the build-up, the tentativeness in play so close to a major tournament can only come as a concern. Copa America is when the U.S. men's national team will learn about themselves, be it good or bad, ahead of 2026. But not cleaning up the mistakes made Saturday in Landover, will that lead to a swift exit, or can the U.S. launch a big comeback? They're going to need something, and fast. They can't let they. Well, no, I'm not going to say that, but wow. I saw the game, and it was just, well, to use the Charles Barkley axiom, it was just terrible, man. Terrible. In golf, gotta love golf. That's right. In the 2024 Memorial Tournament, the third round was all about what Scotty Scheffler did, what he failed to do, and ultimately what he did once again is he holds a four-shot lead over Adam Hadwin, Colin Morikawa, and Sepp Straka entering the final 18 holes tomorrow at Murfield Village. After a speed bump at the PGA Championship, Scheffler is back in a groove, continuing to play the best golf that's been seen since Tiger Woods' prime. Already four-time winner this season, Scheffler is a massive favorite to become the first player since Justin Thomas in 2017 to win five times in a year. It looked for a while in round three like that that chance might slip away, like my sneeze. But Scheffler did what Scheffler always does and closed out the round with a flurry of birdies to solidify his hold on the tournament going into the last 18. Here's the enchanted leaderboard. And wow, it's an awesome sight, folk. Scotty Scheffler at 10 under. Let's see, contenders. Three-way tie for second between Colin Morikawa, Sepp Straka, and Adam Hadwin at 6 under. Tie for fifth, Xander Schauffele and Ludwig Aubert at 4 under. And that's about it, folks. Tomorrow, you got it on, I do believe, That'll be on CBS again. CBS with the big Gomez. And we're glad to bring them to you. Yes, see? Yes. Okay. Let's continue on with our sports. And in the Olympics, oh boy, I really hate to do this, but he was not a good time. Well, the Olympics, Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark is expected to be left off the Team USA women's basketball roster for the upcoming Summer Olympics in Paris. So says and confirmed by 24/7 sports reporter David Eckholt. USA Today Christine Brennan first reported shortly after midnight on Saturday. Clark became college basketball all-time leading scorer earlier this year, and she is currently putting up some impressive numbers in the WNBA. In her first 14 games, she has averaged 16.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 6.3 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. She's also already put up two 30-point games, one of them being during the Fever's 85-83 win over the Washington Mystics, in which she reached career-high 7 three-pointers. With that performance, Clark became the fastest rookie in WNBA history to record over 200 points and over 50 assists. Now, Team USA has won the women's basketball gold medal in each of the summer games since 1996. And despite not having Clark, the Americans will once again be considered the favorites to win in Paris with a star-studded squad. And here, according to the Athletic, is what Team USA's roster will look like. Aja Wilson from Las Vegas Aces, Brianna Stewart, New York Liberty, Diana Taurasi, Phoenix Mercury, along with Brittany Grenier, Phoenix Mercury. Yep, she's the one that got arrested and put in a jail in Russia. Alyssa Thomas, Connecticut Sun. Nafisa Collier, Minnesota Lynx. Jewel Lloyd, Seattle Storm. By the way, back to Brittany Grenier. This is the woman that refused to acknowledge the national anthem. But now the WNBA says you acknowledge. But she's going to the Olympics. Well, good luck, Team USA. Anyway, I know I shouldn't have mentioned that, but I had to because we deal in facts. Joel Lloyd, Seattle Storm. Kelsey Plum, Las Vegas Ace. Jackie Young, Las Vegas Aces. Sabrina Ionescu, New York Liberty. Chelsea Gray, Las Vegas Aces. And Kathleen Copper, Phoenix Mercury. The Fever, currently 3-9, will not have any players represented in this 12-player Olympic roster. The back-to-back winning WNBA champions, Vegas Aces, will have 4 players. Phoenix Mercury is also well represented with 3 players, including Diana Taurasi, who already holds the record for most Olympic titles in U.S. basketball history with 5 gold medals dating back to Athens 2004. But and this is just personal notation, I have a feeling this time it ain't going to work, but I hope I'm wrong. We'll just see. The games begin in June. You can catch them live on NBC and Peacock. Or if you're in Canada, catch them on CBC. Or anywhere else, where you're going to put it. In NASCAR action, as we count down to tomorrow's big event. Thank you. Joey Logano won the pole for the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway in qualifying on Saturday, setting a new track record of 1 hour 13.273, which is 97.771 miles per hour on Sonoma's repaved surface, to win his 3rd pole of the 2024 season and the 2nd of his career in Sonoma. That's wine country. Logano's pole follows up the ones he's earned previously this year for Daytona 500 and in Vegas, and also comes 13 years after he earned his first Sonoma pole back in 2011. As Logano set the pace for in the final round of qualifying, former Sonoma winner Kyle Larson, who was granted a waiver this week to keep him eligible for the playoffs, despite missing the Coca-Cola 600, had a call far too close at the exit of turn 4 during his pole run. Larson slid slightly offline and clipped a tire barrier at the end of the retaining wall, damaging the left side of his car. Larson would eventually qualify fifth, and Bob Pockrass of Fox Sports reports that the team only plans to re-decal the scratched areas of the car. The field for Sunday's race features plenty of intrigue from down under. Following the footsteps of Shane Van Gisbergen, two drivers from the V8 Supercar ranks in Australia will make their Cup Series debut. Will Brown qualified 24th, driving a third car for Richard Childress Racing, while Cam Waters earned 31st starting spot behind the wheel of RFK Racing's Stage 60 car. Lineup, you can go to NASCAR.com to view that. Anyway, we continue. In boxing, yes, friends, in the beautiful boxing arena. Let's talk about it, shall we? Don't call it a comeback. Former 8th Division champion Manny Pacquiao is looking to return to the boxing ring. Pacquiao's promoter, Sean Gibbons, told ESPN that the 45-year-old is targeting a welterweight title bout against Mario Barrios in Vegas later this year. Pacquiao has not fought professionally since 2021 when he lost via decision to Yordenzi Ugas. Despite his age, Pacquiao believes he can still perform at a high level in the ring, and he has been able to recuperate during his 3-year hiatus. At 29 years old, Barrios is 16 years younger than Pacquiao. He earned the interim WBC title at 147 pounds last September with a stunning upset of Yordenis Ugas. The Texas native is coming off a win over Fabian Maidana, in May. Barrios now boasts a career record of 29-2, and he would welcome a fight against a legend like Pacquiao. And I like it if this thing can move up a bit. Thank you. We missed the line there, guys. Come on. Pacquiao began his boxing record all the way back in '95, the same year Barrios was born. He defeated Edmund Antique Ignacio in his first fight, and that kicked off a 54-3-2 run in his first 59 fights and saw him claim world titles from 112 pounds all the way to 154. In 2015, Pacquiao fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the highest-grossing fight of all time, but he lost via unanimous decision. Since then, Pacquiao has gone 5-2 in the last 7 professional bouts. Let's see here. We've already read most of those on Saturday. No, this is Saturday, on Friday. So I think we might as well just. Here is the 2024 NFL preseason schedule. So get ready, because here we come. There's only, I think, 2 games in the preseason. We're in the month of June, which means the 2024 NFL season is right around the corner. The full regular season schedule was released on May 15th, but we had to wait till now for preseason to be announced. And they did, and here it is. The NFL Hall of Fame game, August 1st, live from Canton on ESPN and ABC at 8 p.m. We'll have the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. Week one of the preseason starts on Thursday with the Carolina Panthers and New England Patriots at 7, and the Detroit Lions and New York Giants at 7. Friday, August 9th, the Atlanta Falcons take on the Miami Dolphins at 7 o'clock. Houston Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers, 7 p.m. Philadelphia Eagles at Baltimore Ravens at 7:30. Saturday, August 10th, the Washington Commanders at New York Jets at noon. Chicago Bears at Buffalo Bills at 1 o'clock. Then you have the Vegas Raiders and Minnesota Vikings at 4. Green Bay Packers at Cleveland Browns at 4:25. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Cincinnati Bengals at 7. Kansas City Chiefs, Jacksonville Jaguars at 7. And San Francisco 49ers at Tennessee Titans at 7. Seattle Seahawks and Los Angeles Chargers at 7:05. New Orleans Saints at the Arizona Cardinals at 8 p.m. Sunday, August 11th, Denver Broncos take on the Indianapolis Colts at 1. Dallas Cowboys at the Los Angeles Rams at 4:30. And then it gets better. Week 2, Thursday, Philadelphia Eagles, New England Patriots at 7. Then Saturday, you'll have the Atlanta Falcons at Baltimore Ravens at noon. Cincinnati Bengals at Chicago Bears at 1. New York Giants at Houston Texans at 1. Detroit Lions at Kansas City Chiefs at 4. Minnesota Vikings, Cleveland Browns at 4:25. New York Jets at Carolina Panthers at 7, along with the Arizona Cardinals at Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Commanders of Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Seattle Seahawks, Tennessee Titans, all at 7. Los Angeles Rams, the LA Chargers at 7:05. Tampa Bay at Jacksonville, 7:30. Dallas Cowboys, Vegas, 10 p.m. Sunday, Green Bay Packers, Denver Broncos, and the New Orleans Saints at San Francisco 49ers, 8 p.m. The Saints and 49ers game will be seen nationally on Fox. Week 3, Thursday, August 22, the Indianapolis Colts take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be on Amazon Prime at 8. Chicago Bears, Kansas City Chiefs at 8:20. Friday, August 23rd, Jacksonville at Atlanta at 7, Miami at Tampa Bay at 7:30, San Francisco at Las Vegas at 10. Saturday, August 24th, Carolina Panthers at Buffalo Bills, Pittsburgh Steelers, Detroit Lions, Baltimore Ravens, Green Bay Packers, Los Angeles Rams at Houston Texans, and the Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles. Started all off at 1. Los Angeles Chargers, Dallas Cowboys at 4. New York Giants, New York Jets, 7:30 p.m. Cleveland Browns at Seattle Seahawks at 10. And then the last 3 games, Sunday, August 25th, the last Sunday of the preseason, Tennessee Titans at New Orleans Saints at 2. Arizona Cardinals at the Denver Broncos at 4:30 on CBS. And the New England Patriots and Washington Commanders at 8 p.m. on NBC. And there are your preseason games. We match you, folks. We match you. Okay. And we're at 10:31. So, oh yeah, let's mention this. There is a new kickoff rule. And that's the only thing we mentioned. The NFL, let's see. NFL released its full preseason schedule, yada yada. In case you missed it, games are going to look quite a bit different this season. After the NFL agreed to change the kickoff rules for the 2024 campaign. The kicker will be in his normal spot, but the rest of the 21 players on the field will be in the receiving team's territory. The 10 players on the kicking team will line up on the receiving team's 40-yard line, while the receiving team can have up to 2 players as returners, and the rest will line up in the setup zone, which is a 5-yard area that runs from the receiving team's 30 to its 35-yard line. It's going to be a drastic change for both teams and fans, so seeing it play out during the preseason will be fascinating to watch unfold, from how teams will deploy their returners to whether or not it makes for more exciting play. And there you go. That's the only rule that has been made. Boo. Okay, we are nearing this lovely thing we call halftime. We're at 29 minutes, 32 seconds. Hopefully, we can make it through the night. You know you will. Okay, whoops, hi there. Okay, we'll also give you some updates on scores throughout this evening. So get ready. We're going to be, and we're at the half. That's right, 30 minutes, first 30 minutes in the book. Let's get you ready for something we like to call in other news, which means we got other news. It's sports, it's entertainment. So here we go. Again, boys and girls. Okay. The son of a Houston Astros legend has been designated for assignment by the Blue Jays. Coveted quarterback recently visited Jonathan Smith and Michigan State football. That's nice. Pistons have reportedly offered Cade Cunningham maximum rookie extension this summer. Let's see. Let's go to the ringside. WWE's plan for the NXT after the CW network move. Now, WWE is experiencing a period of incredible growth and change, with one notable development being NXT's move to the CW network later this year. With the move taking place soon enough, WWE's plans for NXT after the CW network move have been revealed. NXT has been televised on the USA Network for a long time, but that will end in October this year, as the show will be airing regularly on the CW network going forward. Naturally, fans also wonder if NXT will remain on Tuesdays as part of the CW network. While speaking on Fightful Select's Q&A podcast, Corey Brennan was asked if there are plans for more main roster stars to work in NXT when they move to CW. Brennan noted that WWE is hoping to position Beulah and Trick as the two main stars of the brand going forward, but added that Tegan Knox is an obvious choice. WWE is also pulling in substantially more money with their CW deal, and it's expected more main stars will eventually be incorporated into the regular programming eventually, so fans will have to wait and see how things develop in the end. The CW network, by the way, is 75% owned by Nexstar and 12.5% owned by Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount Global. There you go. Let's see here. Yes, let's do this. America's culinary scene is saturated with burger chains, and the country is continuing to get more of them. Over the past few months, burger joints of a different sizes and varieties have announced notable expansion plans, with Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers being one of them. Yesterday, the Wichita, Kansas-based chain announced that it will open 20 new restaurants in Houston. As part of a deal with franchise group Lone Star Custard, the group consists of brothers John, Nick, and Joe DePinto. With that agreement, the Lone Star Group is also acquiring 18 existing restaurants in the Houston market. The franchisee first joined forces with Freddy's in 2022 and has since opened 24 restaurants throughout Texas with locations in San Antonio, Austin, and Rio Grande Valley. Freddy's has not yet shared the location or specific timing of the upcoming Houston locations. The chain currently has 80 Texas restaurants. Wow. Freddy's aims to open 65 new restaurants in 2024. The chain currently operates more than 530 locations across 36 states and has over 130 locations in development for 24 and 25. Last year, the chain opened 62 new locations, a record for the company. Wow. Okay, let's talk about this for a bit. Hopefully, it's not behind a paywall. Pulling up to a drive-in, popping the trunk, and snuggling in the back to watch a flick on the big screen is a summertime classic. At the peak of drive-in popularity in the 50s, Michigan was home to 110 outdoor theaters. Today, that number has dwindled to 9. And here is where movie nostalgia is still open for business in Michigan. The Capri Drive-In in Coldwater. Box office opens at 8 Fridays and Saturdays, 8:30 Sundays through Thursdays. Movies start at sundown. Adults $12, children ages 5 to 11 are 5, and kids under 5 are free. Tickets are for double features. You can go to Capri Drive slash drive dash in.com. The Cherry Bowl Drive in Honor, Michigan. Box office opens at 7:30 Fridays through Sundays. Movies start at dusk. Adults are 12. Children's ages 5 to 11 are 5, and under 5 are free. Tickets are for double features. Go to get more information on movie lineup, cherrybowldrivein.com. No spaces, no, it's all one conglomerate word. Ford Wyoming Drive-In, Dearborn. Box office opens 8:15 Fridays and Saturdays, 8:45 Sunday through Thursdays. $28 a carload for a double feature, 14 per vehicle with a single occupant. 12 charge for oversized vehicles. More information forddrivein.com. Getty Drive-In Muskegon. Gates open 7:30, 7 days a week. Movies, of course, start at dusk. Tickets 12 for adults, 7 for children. Children are 5 are free. More info and movie lineup, celebrationcinema.com/cinemas/Getty drive in. Highway 2 Community Drive-In in Menastique. Select Saturdays in June, July, August, and October. All events are free. For more info, go to upfilmunion.org. Memory Lane Drive-In in Monroe County. Gates open an hour before shuttle time, Thursday through Sundays. Adults are 10. Children's age 5 to 11 are 5. Kids under 4 are free. A carload is $25. Tickets are for double features. Get more info and a movie lineup at memorylanddrivein, all one word.com. Summer Drive-In at U.S. Hockey Arena in Plymouth. Gates open at 7:30 Wednesdays through Sundays. Adults are 12. Children's aged 4 to 12 are 10, and under 3 are free. More info, go to ushockeyarena.com/drive-in. That's also one word. There's a US 23 digital drive-in theater in Flint. Gates open at 7:30, 7 days a week. Parking is first come, first serve. Adults are 11. Children ages 3 to 12 are 8. And kids under 2 are free. Tickets are for double features. More info in the movie lineup, us23drive-in-theater.com. And finally, the Highway Drive-In in Carsonville. Box office opens at 7:30, 6 days a week, $25 per car or $15 for bike. More info at their Facebook page, facebook.com/Black River Drive-In, all one word. Okay, you got all that? Fantastic. Uh, okay. Let's see here. We got the conference championship game coming up. Michigan Panthers taking on the Birmingham Stallions. Um, Let's see. We'll have the daytime Emmys winners list on tomorrow's broadcast. Let's see. We got anything else? Just looking around. Okay, let's get on the other side of darkness. Get you some further information. Why? Because we can do that. Hey, Matt G, how are you, sir? Okay. Uh, Ryan Smith says Pelicans GM once asked him for Jazz name back. So says KSL. Let's see. Charlotte Flair is going to pause her wrestling career and become an actress. Good luck to us all. Let's see. Star Trek Strange New Worlds has a tentative start date for season 4. I'd like to know what it is. Let's see. Trying to find some more people here. Okay, I think that's it for the entertainment portion of the broadcast. Let's give you the scores and let's do it. Pruitt. Okay, let's give you all the live scores that have occurred. Right now, the third period is growing. Well, right now, let's take you to some soccer scores. Yes, we can do soccer. We got a lot to do. International friendlies. Oh boy! In the 76th minute, Brazil leads Mexico 2-1. Final scores: Colombia 5, USA 1, Spain 5, Northern Ireland 1, Belgium 3, Luxembourg nothing, Denmark 3, Norway 1, Croatia 2, Portugal 1, Austria and Switzerland tied at 1, Serbia 3, Sweden nothing, Moldova 3, Cyprus 2, Hungary 3, Israel nothing, Estonia over the Faroe Islands 4-1. Slovenia and Bulgaria ended in a 1-1 tie. Lithuania took out Latvia 2-0. And Brunei over Sri Lanka 1-2 zippy. In MLS action, New England took out the Red Bulls of New York 1-0. Minnesota and Dallas tied at 1. Kansas City defeated Seattle 2-1. And St. Louis and Portland went bupkis. As in 0-0. Okay, by the way, for those of you wondering where the Australian football scores are, we are only allowed to do playoffs and grand final. Yep, we're restricted because, well, the game started late and we got to be present. So we're sticking with the playoffs and grand final for this year, and then we'll be back next season with a whole lot more. Okay, come on, we gotta have some other scores here quickly. I was checking. I was checking. Though my head is running late. Okay, in the USL Championship League, let's go with the games that are continuing. In the 11th minute, Las Vegas and Miami are scoreless. In the 41st minute, Oakland and Tampa Bay are scoreless. In the 42nd minute, Monterey and Sacramento are scoreless. And in the 80th minute, all in first half, by the way, New Mexico and Hartford are goose eggs as well. Games that have just ended: Charleston and Pittsburgh ended in a 0-0 tie. Detroit City and Rhode Island. Detroit City beat Rhode Island 2-0. Louisville over North Carolina 2-1. Tulsa over San Antonio 2-1. Memphis and Colorado Springs tied at 1. New Mexico and Hartford. Oh, we already read those. In the MLS Next Pro, Huntsville over Crown Legacy 4-2. USL League Two scores: Vermont over Albany 2-1. Kings Hammer and Cleveland Force tied at 1. Project 510 and Academia SC tied at 1. San Francisco over Marin FC Legends 2-1. Utah and Fleckrons tied at 1. Charlottesville 3, Nova 2. Motown FC Motown defeated New Jersey Copa 3-0. Lionsbridge over Christos 2-1. St. Petersburg over Swan City 4-1. Fort Wayne and Buffalo tied at 2. That will be their final score. Boston over Pathfinder 3-2. Charlotte over North Carolina 3-1. Toledo over Dayton 3-0. Flint City over Midwest 2-0. Florida over Nona, no score. Michiana over Lansing City, again tied 2-2. So they tied 2-2. Petronek football lost to Virginia Beach 2-1. Salem City over West Virginia 3-0. The rest of the games, let's see. Little Rock Rangers defeated Hattiesburg FC 1-0. The rest have yet to start. The East region of the NPSL, yet to start there. That's the Keystone East Conference. The Keystone West Conference, games have yet to start. In the Mid-Atlantic Conference, games are yet to start. In the North Atlantic Conference, games are yet to start. In the Southeast Conference, games are yet to start. And the rest of them, they have yet to start. In the National Women's Soccer League, Gotham over Angel City 2-1. Bay over Chicago Red 2-1. Washington over Utah 1-0. And the game's still going on right now. In the 44th minute, Portland, North Carolina, scoreless. Okay. Wow. There's a lot right there, Paul Revere. Let's get the rest. We're about 9 minutes away from saying bye-bye. And right now, minute 21 remaining in regulation. It is Florida up on Edmonton. Looks like 2-0. Edmonton in deep trouble in the first game. Let us. Yep, still 2-0, by the way, with minute 21 left in regulation. In Major League Baseball, top of the ninth inning, Dodgers 11, Yankees 2, bottom of the sixth, Padres 12, Diamondbacks 1, top of the third, Astros over the Angels 1-0. Final score is Phillies over the Mets 7-2, Giants over Rangers 3-1, Nationals over Braves 7-3, Pirates over the Twins 4-0, Blue Jays over the Athletics 7-0. White Sox over Red Sox 6-1. Brewers over the Tigers 5-4. Royals over the Mariners 8-4. That's Royals over the Mariners 8-4. Reds over Cubs 4-3. Orioles over the Tampa Bay Rays 5-0. Rockies over the Cardinals 6-5. And the Guardians beat the Marlins 8-0. And friends, Oh, and in the WNBA, Liberty over the Sun, 82-75, and the Dream over the Sky, 89-80. That's your final scores, folks. And all I'm going to say is hallelujah. We have done given you all the freaking scores, and we have about 7 minutes left because I'm going by this clock. Right now, it says 49:48, but we're going by the clock here. We're going to end this early because I got some other stuff to do, especially for Matt. So let's give this an end of 51 minutes. We're at 10:54 right now, so it'll be about 10:55 when we say our goodnights. So here we go. Tomorrow, it's church time, and we got NASCAR, and of course the NBA, the second game in the NBA championship between the Mavericks and the Celtics. The Celtics humbled the Mavericks in game one. They look to humble them more in game number two. That is going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will see you tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Till then, for the producer and co-host, the producer of this show and the co-host of The Last Call Cafe, Mr. Matt, the Wizard, Matthew, the Wizard, Nichols, and Associate Director, Mr. Dynamo himself, Jay, the brain with two ends to avoid legal man, and to everybody involved in this show. I am Steve, the Baxman Baxley, Cuckoo Cuckoo. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the official network of Naked Twister, the L2C Media Network. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Back here again. Till then, have a great night, super evening, sleep well, drive carefully and safely on the way back to your homes. And don't forget, when you get back home, hug your kids, hug your wife. If they want to know why, tell them you love them and you want to make sure they know it. Love you guys. Thank you. Good night. God bless.